Echo. Bedroom lights on. Hello, dear friends and listeners. Solo pod today. So I went to iHeart Teriyaki by myself. This was while I was waiting for Carolyn to pick me up from Enterprise Rent-A-Car to drive me to the other side of the Highway 50 to crash champions who did my body work. And I would have walked, but it was hot and I had to go to the bathroom. So I was like, I'll just wait for Carolyn to get off work. She was working from home. So she was just waiting to log off. So I go to iHeart Teriyaki and I order honey beef combo. And I think they're really good. We the other teriyaki option in town in West Sac is Oishi Teriyaki. I think they're really good too. But iHeart Teriyaki, Oishi, they give you your food in the brown containers with the flaps. Like when you go to the hot bar at Whole Foods. So it has the flaps that you can fold over, keep your hot food hot. But when you're eating, dine in, you sit down at the table, the lid are straight up. They're perpendicular to the table. So you're like trying to dig your face in there, like when Frankie Blue Nicholas eats. But it's these flaps keep coming in the way. And yeah, you could fold them down, but then what am I doing here? How about just serve it on a paper plate, maybe? iHeart Teriyaki does the classic styrofoam container with one large space and then two smaller spaces up top or in front of it, above it, next to it. And then I also like iHeart Teriyaki because Oishi and many teriyaki places, the salad they give you is your regular iceberg mix lettuce, very little nutritional value, very little taste. iHeart Teriyaki gives you a spring mix, and it's very yummy and nutritious and delicious, and just a little something off the beaten path, a little exotic. So I like it more. So I'm there and waiting for Carolyn. I order the honey beef special, $15.99. I'm sorry, Mom, I really am. Which is a bunch of honey beef, a bunch of white rice, and then a tiny little scoop of your spring mix of ensalada, as they say in Spanish, salad. So going to town. One thing iHeart Teriyaki does that I am not a fan of, so they scoop you up a bunch of white rice and then they pour teriyaki sauce all over the white rice before they even throw the protein on there. So it's like the protein, in this case the honey beef, is super flavorful, and then the white rice is doused in teriyaki sauce, also super flavorful. And it's like I need plain white rice to sort of be the medium. To bring me back to earth after eating all this outrageous teriyaki flavor. But I get the honey beef. It takes a few minutes, and I start housing it. Start with the salad. It's fine. Again, it's a upscale, fancy spring mix with a little bit of dressing, some sort of umami or something. It's good. There's not a lot of it. It's fine. It's the vegetables. And then I get into the honey beef. Excellent flavor, outstanding flavor, sweet, heat, really, really good, really, really tasty teriyaki, marinade, sauce, whatever. But there were 3 bites where, and I'm sitting there, I'm dining in. There were 3 bites where I put it in my mouth, took a couple chews, and I was like, this is uningestible. I can't, I'm not going to try to chew this. I'm not going to try to break this down. I'm not going to try to chew and swallow this. Eat it. So after a few chews, I just refunded it, spit it right back up. into a paper napkin because I'm a proper gentleman. But I did that with 3 bites. But the rest of the beef was fantastic, good quality, tender, just perfect, perfect. But there were 3 bites where I just instantly refunded it and threw it right up into my napkin. And this is a place that gives you 1 napkin when they serve you your dinner. It's like, okay, how about another 16 napkins? But so I had 3 bites, spit up into my napkin, and my back was to the proprietor. It's an old Asian gentleman, and then I believe his son is a younger kid who works with him, who probably harbors resentment towards his dad and thinks every day while he's grilling teriyaki, I'm going to make it out of this town. I'm going to be a dancer. I'm going to be a dancer in the big city, just like Kevin Bacon in Footloose, after I get out of my dad's shadow of his teriyaki business. But my back was to them, and I wondered if they saw me. If they saw me spit these bites up, what they thought. I don't know. I don't think it would be a big deal. I didn't complain. I wasn't a slob or a disgusting mess about it. I was just subtle, dainty, demure, and yeah. But it was fantastic. I want to go back. I wanted to go today, but it's during the week. We generally don't go out to eat Monday to Friday. Okay, sometimes we do on Friday. But yeah, spitting up cartilage, the part that has some fiber, some muscle fiber, a tendon or two, where you're not going to be able to swallow it, or if you are, you're going to have fun passing that through, and just right back up into your napkin and go about your business. Also this weekend, I wiped the dust off our ceiling fan. So this involves me getting this long duster we have from the garage. And previously, I brought the ladder up, and because the ladder isn't tall enough, or I'm not tall enough, I can't see, or the ceiling fan's really high, which it is, I can't see the top of it. So last time Lennox was up in his loft, and he was directing me with my giant duster brush thingy, and he would be like, go left, go right, wait, do that again, go up, go down. But this time I just took care of the bottom of the ceiling blades. The tops are probably a disaster, but no one can see it. Lennox can see it, and his friends can see it if they look, but I don't think they care. But still, tons of dust, lots of dust bunnies, maybe dust crocodiles rain down upon our living room and our ottoman. So that was the whole deal. Vacuumed it immediately. But that was fun. Got to do that more often. And there were spots on it where I just couldn't get it. I had to be more precise. With an 8-foot pole, I just can't quite nail it. But maybe next time. I'm not sure. So my car accident, $800 total, a little more than 800. 500 deductible, 175 rental, 100 tow, and then I had to fill up the tow at 87 octane, by the way. Don't let them fill it up, because they were like, we can fill it up for $6 a gallon, or you can go to the gas station and get it for $4 a gallon. I was like, all right, bet. I'll be right back. BRB. The Volkswagen Jetta, which was the second car I had, the gas tank was on the right, the passenger side. What's that all about? Is that, I mean, imagine all those steps you're getting, or is that annoying? Having to go always on the other side of the vehicle. Not a fan. Back with my blue Kia Optima. It's fine. I mean, the front end looks excellent, but it's still 11-year-old car I've ridden hard and put away wet. It's been beaten up. I've put it through the paces. So I'm happy I got my car back, but it's the same car, and I'm ready for a new vehicle. Maybe someday in a year or two. But so AAA sent me a letter, and here's is what they sent me. Your claim has been reviewed. Well, thank you, AAA. After reviewing the details related to your recent claim, which may have included your statements to AAA or others, witness statements, police reports, and photos or reports of damage to all vehicles involved, nothing. So I called AAA. That's it. So I like how they copy and paste witness statements, police reports, photos. I have photos, but I didn't send them any. And I was just like, okay, thank you for making me feel special and like an individual. Witness statements, police reports, photos, or reports of damage to all vehicles involved. Our claims team has come to the conclusion that the driver of your vehicle was 100% at fault for a solo accident. Yeah, I was at fault for driving my frickin' car to work. So what the heck? $800-900? I get in an accident through no fault of my own. $900 later. What? Where? Why? Why am I paying for this? I did nothing. I am not at fault. The only fault I'm at is driving my vehicle to work. Ridiculous. There's got to be some sort of government fund or AAA fund that compensates you for doing nothing except your job, except going to work. I'm not at fault. I did nothing. It's reprehensible is what it is. So I called my mom the other day just to check in. And this is how my mom answers the phone. Sometimes, in this particular occasion, sometimes there's variations, but so my mom picks up the phone. Yes, I said, "Hey, Ma," and then her response is, "Do you have something to tell me?" And I was like, "What?" She suddenly, I'm back in 6th grade, and I'm like, "Do you know something that I know that you shouldn't know?" What is this, Mom? I'm sorry. I'm innocent. Well, I'm not innocent, but it was Cliff's fault. He made me do it. That's how my mom answers the phone. Got Lennox a new case. So we got him one of these allegedly durable OtterBox whatever that costs $64, something like that, $70 with tax. Less than a year ago, and it's already ripping. It's coming apart. So I reach out to OtterBox. I send them a picture. I say, "Hey, what's up with the warranty? Is it a 1 year? Is it a lifetime?" Instantly, they're like, "Send us a picture." Or I mean, I uploaded a picture with my case, with my warranty or whatever claim. Instantly, they're like, "Okay, we're sending you a new case." I was like, "Wow!" And yeah, it's still $64, something like that, for a freaking phone case. But I mean, if they want to replace it, that's fine. I think it's lifetime. So do I just keep sending them pictures of it beaten up, and then they'll send me new ones? I mean, it's great. They sent it super quick, and I was like, all right. So we paid $30+ per case. Lennox, I said, Len, when I gave him the phone case, I said, Len, take care of your phone. Take care of your case. This case cost me 3 hours of work. 3 hours of my workday, of an 8-hour workday, are dedicated to this freaking case. So please, be gentle, be careful, take care, be mindful, be in the moment. Don't just drop it. Don't manhandle it. Please. 3 hours of my life. It's actually, I just got a raise actually. Oh, Mom, Yeah, your boy's moving on up in the world to the east side. Threw some fluorescent lights into our neighbor's trash can. Listen, first of all, both of our trash cans, regular and recycling, were full because we emptied out the annex in the garage. Lots of sports stuff that Lennox doesn't play with anymore. Lots of technical stuff like cables and modems and routers that I don't use anymore that are obsolete. So our both of our cans were full, and we changed out the kitchen lights in the kitchen. We have those long fluorescent bulbs. That's our lighting apparatus in the kitchen. So we had two dead bulbs, and I placed them in our neighbor's trash, and I'm okay with it. Are you? Nah, I'm okay with it because there's been a bunch of crap that's been placed into our trash, and our stuff was full, and I think it's fine. Our neighbors aren't going to get a fine, or well, actually, Washington Mutual Waste Management (WM) is going to start cracking down on if you don't have the proper recycling in the recycling bin, or if your bin is over full. That's coming at the middle of this month, about October 15th. But for now, I didn't feel bad. And yeah, it looked a little odd. It was funny driving by their trash can and seeing our fluorescent lamps protrude out. But it was fine. I don't feel bad. The worst things have happened, and I'll get over it. We'll get over it. We're neighbors, okay? Hey, neighbor. You're my neighbor, so I'm going to throw my crap into your trash can. I don't know how the fines are going to work with people throwing stuff into our can and me throwing stuff into other people's cans. It's going to be a disaster. Hopefully, West Sacramento doesn't stick with that program. Finally, The Penguin. Excellent television show. Episode 2. Better than episode 1. Fantastic. Yes, it's in the Batman cinematic universe, but Batman is nowhere to be seen. It's really about mob/mafia, the criminal underworld. So well written, so well acted by the gal who plays Sophia Falcone, Christine Milioti. And then there's another two fantastic roles for women in a violent mob TV show. But the other gal, she's an older Indian gal, and you've seen her in a bunch of stuff. I don't have her name in front of me. So, her name is Shohreh Aghdashloo. But once you see her, you'll recognize her. You're like, oh, she's a badass. Kristen Milioti is a badass. Colin Farrell is the bomb. The young kid, he's receded into his role. He's not as annoying. He's just given less to do. But I still find their relationship/friendship just dumb, and it's not needed. By the way, he looks like a young James Rojas. But yeah, episode 2, fantastic. Such a good show. So well done. Carolyn is not watching it with me. She doesn't like the mafia, mob, crime movies. A few years ago, in the beginning of our torrid love affair, we watched Goodfellas, which I've seen a million times. She hadn't seen. So I'm like, let's watch Goodfellas. She's like, okay. We watch it, and I'm like, wow, such Martin Scorsese, peak of his game. And I was like, so what'd you think of Goodfellas? And she said, it was okay. And I was like, oh, that's not her genre, which hurts me. It hurts my heart. But yes, Penguin, keep it going. There's 6 more episodes. I have no idea. But hopefully it can stay top-notch, high quality, and continue to be entertaining. Alrighty, that's it. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace out.